Bill's working on a all-over cable cashmere sweater, and we wanted to show you how cables are done. I think he's going to come back here. Anyway, this is how it looks on the knitting machine. It's really, really stretched out so he can work on it, and of course it'll be smaller. This is the sleeve. And honey, do you want to show them how you do the cables?
Well, I just crossed the cables on this row. Okay, the cables are crossed every 8 rows. All right, and then since it's a sleeve, and the sleeve is shaped this way, there are not only cables, but there are also increases. So I'm at row 96, and the next increase is at row 100.
Okay.
So,
okay, so he's looking at his pattern now.
Okay. It's row 104, so I cross cables. And what I'm doing here is I'm taking the certain stitches off the needles and letting them run down.
So those are the ones that are between the cables, right?
Right.
And you're going to pull those up later.
I'm going to latch them up.
Yeah, but you're going to turn them so that they're coming like the opposite direction, right?
When you're knitting on a single bed machine, the side that you're looking at, okay, this side is the purl side of the fabric.
So this is the inside of the sweater.
This is the inside.
Right.
Okay.
So the cables look kind of funny from this side. They're not as pretty as they are on the other side.
Right. So what I'm doing now is crossing the cables. Okay. And I take 2 stitches, or it could be 3 stitches, or it could be whatever, you know, off the needle and cross them. I take these 2 stitches off and hold them to one side, and then I take these 2 stitches off, move them over
where the
other stitches were, and then move these stitches back. It doesn't really matter whether you're crossing right over left or left over right, just so long as you do it always the same way.
Consistently,
yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can do, what I do is, whatever this is, right over left, okay, on the inside.
Okay. After you cross that cable, because we're getting close to the end of our time for the video, do you want to show what one of the pieces looks like that has the...
Sure.
That you've already finished?
Right.
Like I said, this is a sleeve. This is cashmere, and it doesn't look all pretty and fluffy yet because that will happen when he washes it. Right now it has spinner's oil, is that what it's called?
Spinning.
Spinning oil on it, which helps make it so that he can handle it, and it helps the thread not to fall apart. Now, I have to be careful of this light because the light's going to just glare here if we get... Okay. So this is what it looks like. This is like the front or something, right? And it's not going to be that long because it'll shrink when he washes it.
This is the back.
That's the back, okay.
Okay.
It won't be that long. He's going to...
But you see what I've done here is these, here's the cable. Okay, and these stitches on either side, which correspond to these stitches here, I've allowed to run down, and then I've latched them up so that they're now purl stitches on the right side of the fabric.
Right.
These are knit stitches.
And the purl stitches look like they're recessed.
And these are purl stitches.
Yeah.
And what that does is that when as Alyce-Kay says, when I wash this and get it finished, it makes those cables really stand out. Okay, so
can we turn just a little bit so that you've got that facing the light? There we go.
yeah, sure.
There, that way you can see, because it's kind of hard to see the cables on this hunter green, but it's gorgeous, isn't it? Okay,
Yeah.
so that's how he does cables.
Okay.
That's my handsome man.